Welcome back. Got a quick showcase for the Arma 3 Black Sails scenario that I've been kind of working on and off. Let's just give you a quick overview of the the island itself and some of the locations based on the Stars series. Starting off with the shipyard here, and this particular scenario is sort of based on an old game I played when I was younger called Uncharted Waters. And in this case, it's sort of based on starting off with very small crew, limited resources and money, and you can start a sort of a grind type of scenario. Has an economy system where you start off with some coins and that you can trade for equipment and recruiting crew. So for instance, if you want to purchase a ship, at the shipyard you can see that we have various ships for sale, and the price for this little skiff that's controllable by AI, but you can also control it using the stock 1715 sailing mechanics. And if you want to purchase a boat, if you go up to nearest container next to a for sale sign, you can see on the docks there's a little beam that blocks in all the ships. So these are essentially unpurchased ships. If you want to purchase it, go to the crate and have a trigger set up that if you deposit enough coins, it will then remove the barrier and you can essentially sail off of the ship. So in this particular sloop, this is set up for AI control. That's why it looks kind of funky with this sort of white yawl that's kind of interposed on the skiff. If I wanted to, say, sail this boat using the stock sailing system, if I look at the boat, I should get a gotta get to the right position here. Should get a option that says sail ship. And what this will do is it will delete the yawl and allow me to sail this using the regular mechanics. So go ahead and enter that action. You can see that yawl now disappears and it's back to the stock with some attached black powder cannons. Got a 4-pounder bow chaser and 2 swivel guns. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the sail trimmed here. This one I'll put a little tent shelter on it, but if that one's too cluttered for your liking, you can always delete it in the Eden editor. But sort of starting off this scenario, you can use this small skiff to either trade with other ports throughout the island, or you could try to raid other boats or capture some merchant ships that are on patrol. So in this case, I'm just going to sail harbor here real quick and just give you a quick overview of the island. And you can see there's other ships that are sort of in the harbor. This is a map based on the Black Powder Tangier map, but it's a great stand-in for the Nassau harbor from the series. I'm going to pause it real here and pull up the camera. And just give you a quick overview, give you a bird's eye view of the map itself. So you can see various ships that are sort of in the harbor here. And for those of you who are familiar with the series, this is the fort that protects the little harbor at the Port of Nassau. That's Captain Hornigal's chair and some cannons. Again, this is the shipyard right next to the fort, where you can purchase various boats, the 1715 sloop, the sloop from the Black Powder mod, and a sort of modified skiff that used the scale model for in the 1715 mod that stands in as a gunboat, so sort of an intermediary pirate ship. And then of course small boats you can use. Obviously these aren't in the water, but you can use the push mod and you can kind of shove these into the water using that function. Throughout the island I have AI traffic. In this case we have a little buggy that's leaving the shipyard going to other areas in the island. And speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and go to the main settlement at Nassau. And just like with the shipyard where you can purchase other boats, there are various stores. So in this case, in this building here, you can purchase tools, weapons, ammunition. If you have the If you have a survival mod or add-on, I'm using beans right now, but there's other survival mods you can do. This one's a sort of a bar slash restaurant where you can purchase things like food and drinks and other consumables. So it's set up so every couple hours your character will get thirsty and hungry, and you have to eat to sort of maintain your stamina. Here we have, I guess we call the House of Ill Repute, or Maxine's house if you're familiar with the series and that character. Haven't set it up yet for the scenario, but I hope to get set up so there's a sort of a scuttlebutt system where if you bribe the working girls, they'll disclose rumors or locations of buried treasure or some of the merchant ship routes in the area where you can go and raid and accumulate some more coins. Other merchants where you can buy things like, this guy's a cooper, so you can purchase some casks. And from the black powder mod, these casks can actually be used as backpacks to carry more items. That way, if you want to do like a merchant type mission, you can carry many items and use it to trade to various ports and earn some cash that way. So to give you an example, so here we have from one store where they're selling various commodities, vegetables, and cigars for various prices. And those prices can vary depending on the port. So, just like with the old Uncharted game where you sell from port to port, selling goods and making a profit, you can do the same mechanic in this game. Not only can you purchase goods and weapons, you can also recruit your team. So this would be one of the plantations on Nassau. So one of the episodes was based on a slave uprising. So if you're running low on manpower and you wanted to recruit more sailors to your pirate crew, you can actually go to one of these plantations and sort of incite a slave riot and get some maroons to join your party, and that way if you have a bigger ship and you need more hands to man the guns, it's a great way to sort of build up your pirate gang. Taking a quick little overview of the island, a couple other locations that are kind of based on the series. So here we have a residence of Lady Hamilton, or in this case Miss Barlow, including a little garden that was featured obviously in the series as a single story home, but in this case I'm using two-story. We also have the shipwreck area here where some of the opium addicts and some of the episodes were based. One of the episodes, Jack Rackham lost a purse of black pearls, so that's sort of set as a Easter egg or sort of buried treasure you can find in this area. You can also incite fights, fist fights, or even gunfights with various pirate crews on the island, and you can loot their bodies for other resources like more money and ammunition and other things like that. We also have a pirate encampment near the mouth of the harbor. Again, this is a great resource for not only recruiting more crew, but if you have a rival gang, you can also do sort of gang-on-gang violence and accumulate some resources by fighting some of your fellow or rival pirate crews. In addition to pirates, there's also several AI boats that are patrolling the island. So in this case we have some Spanish Costa Guardia or Coast Guard ships. So we have one towards the north mouth of the harbor that is patrolling. I think there's another one, another Spanish, actually no, this is a merchant ship, no cannons in this one, so this one is going to be a great target to hijack. Let me see if I can find a different type of ship here. Just pulling out to the map, you can sort of see that Tangier is sort of the main harbor for Nassau. There's another port here to the north at Goose Green with a merchant ship, very small merchant ship based on a skiff that's sitting outside the docks. And just like with the main settlement at Nassau, that has a store or market where you can buy and sell goods. This one also has a market. You can see the prices vary a little bit, so you can, for instance, in this case, purchase cigars for 2 copper coins a unit and sell it at a profit at the main settlement in Nassau. And yeah, again, this is still a work in progress. I hope to release this, at least a beta form of this, hopefully within a week or so. But yeah, one of my favorite series, and just want to give you a quick overview. All right, thanks for watching.